Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Since it seems it's apparent that direct taxation cannot be changed and uplifted, Reeves doesn't have the balls for it and the backbenchers aren't going to wear it, it looks like there's going to have to be stealth raids. This means millions of workers, savers, pensioners, maybe the vulnerable, will all have to face, so I think sometimes quite brutal assaults on their money, income, and savings. She's going to have to, she being Rachel Reeves, of course, is going to have to extend the hated stealth taxes, the ones that aren't at the front but which everyone is aware of. They call them stealth as though we don't notice that they're there. But we do notice they're there because we're not stupid. We're not stupid as governments think us. But she needs to keep this long-running freeze on the thresholds and possibly reduce the upper rate threshold somewhat, at least for another 2 years, which means basically for the rest of this government. They're saying that this would net the Treasury about $8 billion a year. Although if it's going to be a $100 billion deficit next year, $8 billion isn't really going to cut the mustard, is it? The policy would be there and keep people poor, pushing more people into taxation. Labour always like to say, we've taken X number of people out of taxation. Well, they're now pushing them in, especially pensioners. The basic rate pension will now be taxed. Never before has the pension been so bad that it's had to be taxed. Who knew? But there's all sorts of other things. They're mooting, of course, the pay per mile for electric vehicles. Don't think they're going to stop there, though. That's only for this year. I reckon within 2, maybe 3 years, it'll be pay per mile for all vehicles. They'll claim it's for the climate, but it isn't. And we've already got pay per mile in, normal engines because, well, you have to pay per mile because you're using the fuel. So, hey, who knows about that? There are lots of ways that she can sneak a bit here and a bit there to try and help with the massive hole that she herself has created. None of it, of course, will help, and all of it will make life even more unbearable for the average Brit. The rich won't mind because they won't be here. They'll be living in a low-tax country, probably a lot better off than by staying here, that's for sure. Let's say you go move to, say, Dubai and pay £44 a year on every million you earn. Yeah, why would you stay here? But that's exactly what's going to happen. And it isn't just Dubai, they're going to go off to all other sorts of places as well. Places that maybe not as tax-friendly as that, but certainly a lot more tax-friendly than Britain. And why shouldn't they? Nothing's stopping them. It's not the 1970s. You're not tied down. You're not here because this is where you happen to be born. The world is global now. Money flows left, right and centre, in and out all the time. It ebbs and flows like the tide. And especially if you're rich. And yet, the only thing this Labour government have got is to do sneaky little stealth taxes on those who don't have any option but to pay them. The working class, the underclass, even the middle classes now are increasingly targeted. And for what? What do they get for all that extra money? They get to watch billions upon billions of pounds exiting the country, going to foreigners. Nothing here. The amount of money we're paying, we should have an NHS that runs like a private hospital. But no, don't have that, do we? We should have the best roads in the world. Nope. We should have the best of everything. No. Still, I'm sure it'll all end soon, one way or another. Either we'll vote them out, or we'll have a civil war and boot them out. I know which I'd prefer, but it's up to Labour, isn't it? It's up to Labour whether they want to do the decent thing and quit knowing that they're shit, or they're going to drag this country down until it is a fourth world country, dreaming of being a third world country. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts on this. Thanks very much. Bye.